Turkey leg? No, I'm just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello, I'm EG, and this is Crocheting with EG. Oh my god, this is just indicative of what this video is going to be. This is just a total mess today. What this video is supposed to be, I know that I'm filming this video the day before Thanksgiving, and what this video was supposed to be was I knew that this video wouldn't be seen by a whole lot of people because I'm going to be posting it on Thanksgiving, and you know, most people that are watching my videos are from the United States, and they'll probably be celebrating Thanksgiving with their families, and they're not going to be like stopping in the middle of their meal to like watch, you know, my rambly ass or whatever in a video. So so I knew that it wasn't going to be like seen by a lot of people. So but what the video was supposed to be was I was going to do this big video like, because you know, the whole Thanksgiving and being thankful thing, I wanted to do like a special video where I thanked all of my subscribers and commenters and stuff, and took the time to actually shout you all out and do this big video where I you know, tell you how much I'm thankful for you and this whole YouTube experience and all that kind of stuff. Because you know, just recently I got 1,000 subscribers and I reached that milestone, and then I posted my stitch tutorial the other day, and it's doing really well, and I'm like really excited about that, and so I wanted to do like this big like thankful video, but it's turning into like this big chaotic mess, and so that's what this video was supposed to be. But because I know that this video is going to be seen by, you know, hundreds of people and stuff, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I just thought I would, you know, sort of explain what's going on and like all this chaos and stuff, and why this video isn't that, and why it's going to be just a bunch of like rambly stuff. You know, but this isn't anything new for my channel, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's just not going to be the video that I wanted it to be in my head. Like this big video, and it would have been boring anyway. Me going through and like listing every single person and just saying thank you, and like so and so thank you. It would have been really monotonous and all that stuff, even though you would have liked me to like say your name or whatever. But it's not going to be that, and so I apologize for that. But there's a reason. It's just it's kind of hard for me to do that, and it's just, I don't know. I've said in many of my videos that I overcomplicate every little thing, no matter what it is, and so because I'm that way, I really hate things that are overcomplicated, because I want like the simplified things. I hate when I have to, you know, because I'm, you know, overcomplicated and just a total chaotic mess, you know, scatterbrain all the time in my head. So I tend to gravitate towards things that are like, you know, easy, that I don't have to think about, that aren't overcomplicated. And so I'm trying to go through and you know, make a list of all of the subscribers and commenters and stuff. Or let me go to this. I'll digress to like one of the tangents, and hopefully I'll get back to what the hell I was saying. This is what the video is going to be. So hopefully you're not going to mind this. I'm really thankful for you. You know, I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving, or you know, if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you're just, you know, you randomly came across this, and you know, you know how grateful I am to you for even being here. And I'm clicking on my ridiculous channel and watching my videos and stuff. So I am really thankful and grateful. You have no idea. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to list all the people. And so where I thought I would start is and I'll go ahead and say this. I wanted to do a giveaway. I wanted to say, God, that's like 3 times I've tried to get that up. I wanted to do a giveaway. This video already. It hasn't even been, you know, 4 minutes. Now it has. But no, it hasn't. Can't see the viewfinder. Oh God, what a mess. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a giveaway, and I've been planning it for God, this has been months at this point. And there's like some of my older videos that I've already posted. You can tell that there are areas where there's like some things cut out or whatever, and it's because I was cutting around footage. I was going to edit together a video in the future where I talk about the giveaway, and I took the footage that I cut out of those videos, and I was going to compile it all in this big video. So that might be why, you know, some of my videos have jump cuts. Some of them have all these jump cuts and stuff because I have to, you know, cut out all the, you know, my stuttering, or you know, I'm like all over the place, or I forget what I'm saying, or whatever. So that's why some of those not every jump cut is, you know, me talking about the giveaway. But there were some videos where I had to cut around that stuff. But if you go through some of my videos, you know, that I posted a couple weeks ago, you can there are a couple instances where you can kind of, you know, get a glimpse of like, you know, the yarn that I'm gonna give away, all that kind of stuff. So I'll just give like a quick glimpse. But I was gonna like do this like spin, and it just like fell out of my hand like an idiot. It's just my hands are so weak a little bit lately because I did the stitch or the swatch video for the EG stitch, and I've been crocheting and I did like those 57 swatches. My hands are kind of weak from just like constantly doing. I mean, it was fun as hell, but my hands are kind of weak from like all the crocheting I've been doing. So it's just I was just gonna do this, and so there's this bag, and so I just want to give you a quick glimpse, but so that's just like one of the things that I was going to give away. It was some yarn, and I've been planning this since I got that big haul that when I walked into Hobby Lobby and I bought those 209 skeins. When I did that, I thought, I have so much yarn. I got this opportunity to come across all this yarn. I thought maybe I could give some of this away, and so I chose 12 skeins, and because I was thinking about EG, the 5th letter, 7th letter, me and numbers, God, OCD. So I thought like 5 plus 7 is 12, and so I thought I could give away 12 skeins to 2 people. And the way I was going to do it is, and I've been keeping a list of like all of my commenters and stuff, because I thought that would be an easy way to figure out like who to give it to. And so what I'm going to do is, or I've already made the list, and I'm saying this now because like, at this point, I'm not going to give away the stuff, for a couple weeks, because I still need to. I'm going to put some makes in the boxes too. So the list at this point is finished. So I'm going to say that I'm picking from people that commented and putting your names in something to draw it out. So but I already know what that list is going to look like. So don't like flood my comments with all kinds of like comments thinking that you're going to get your name in the bowl a couple extra times, because I've decided like once this video goes live, then I'm going to stop keeping track of all the comments and stuff for the giveaway. I mean, and so don't flood my not that anybody's going to see this video. I probably won't even get 100 views for this, but whatever. So what I thought I would do, I've been keeping track like a big list of like all my comments, and so like if you're a regular commenter and you commented like 30 times, then I'll have your name 30 times in the bowl. And if you just like a random person and you came across one of my videos and you commented once, but that one comment helped to contribute to the success of my channel, I thought, well, I'll put your name in the thing one time. And so but what I thought, since the whole number 12 thing, I thought, and I had all that yarn, those hundreds of skeins of yarn. I had enough yarn where I thought I could put together 2 boxes. And so what I thought I would do is go through that list, and like as you commented over the past few weeks, I've been putting like a little notch by your name. Or even that is a chaotic mess, because like I had my list upstairs one day, and I was thinking, okay, I want to reply to the comments, but I have to keep track. But I don't want to like drag my ass 14 steps upstairs to get the list. So I'll just make out another list, and then I'll add it to the master list later. And now I've done that like 4 or 5 times, so I have like all these notches. I need to compile it all together, but whatever. And so I thought like, what I could do is if you commented at least 12 times, because the whole like 5 plus 7 is 12. If you commented at least 12 times, then those people are going to be regulars and stuff. And those people should go together for one box, and then the rest of the people that that still commented, took the time to comment on my ridiculous channel and stuff, and never didn't say anything negative, and just wanted to say something nice about the channel or the video they watched or whatever. They should have an opportunity for a box too. And so then all the people that commented 11 times or less, then they would go together in a bowl, and then I would pick somebody from that group. So that way, the people that are regulars and stuff would have more of a shot at a box than the other people. But I didn't want to exclude the other people too, because you may have just come across my channel, or you may just be like a lurker. Like I've been a lurker on YouTube for years, and so. So there's going to be 2 boxes, and so what I'm going to do is, like, let's say you've commented like 30 times, then your name will go in the bowl 30 times, and like having to write out all the usernames. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make out the list of names, and again, I feel like who cares about it? You're like watching this probably thinking, okay, yeah, like okay, you're going to do a giveaway, and that's enough to know. I don't need to know all the details, but I'm going to make out the list of, like, you know, the people that have commented at least 12 times, and then put, like, numbers by your name. So, like, you know, if you commented, you know, then that would be, like, your number 42, or, like, what, not that many people have commented, you know, that many times, but let's say, you know, you're number 3, and then, so then the number 3 would go in the bowl 30 times, you know, and so then I would pull out number 3, and then I would look on the list, and then I would say, oh, you won the first box, and then, and then I would do the same thing with the people that have commented, you know, 11 times or less, and then I would, you know, pull out the number, and then, you know, figure out who won. And so that was like the plan, and that's what I'm still going to do. And what you're going to win is you're going to win the bag of yarn, and then I'm going to include some of my makes, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've already started working on some of them, but I haven't finished them yet. And then I'm going to put a couple. I will tell you one thing, because I think that's really good. And I'm going to put some things in there that I've bought too. So it's like it's going to be like this really fun package that you can open. There's going to be all kinds of different yarns, and they're all. Like, they're a nice variety of yarns too. It's not just like, oh, here's, you know, all these solids, and they're all the same color. It's like a nice variety of yarns too. And so, and again, you can get like a little preview if you know, kind of dig into some of my videos. It's there. But if you really look, and so, and then there are going to be a couple things in here that aren't really yarn related, but they're just kind of fun, or at least one thing. And then, like, you know, a couple things that I bought. But this is one thing that I made. And I did a little swatch of the, because when I talk about my glow throw, which is still on this table, like, if you could see this room right now, it's just a total, like, it's still a mess, because I took, like, I haven't even, if you notice my my wall, there's like some gaps there, because I pulled the yarn off to make the swatches for the EG stitch tutorial with the, you know, the swatch video at the end, and so I still haven't put those skeins away. And then I've already filmed a bunch of videos, and those I put on hold because I had to do the big, you know, 1K, you know 1,000 subscribers video, and then the EG stitch tutorial, and with the swatch video at the end. So I sort of, you know, put those videos on hold. But I haven't taken the thumbnails for those videos yet. And if you could see, like, on the floor, it's just like this big curve of bags, like right here, because it's in order. And so, like, that stuff is gonna be for this thumbnail, and then this one is for the next thumbnail, and the next thumbnail. And so I don't know why I do this to myself. Instead of just like taking the time to, well, some days I film multiple videos, and so, but I'll have to take all these thumbnails on, like, the same day, or, you know, a couple days or whatever, and I may film that for like a thumbnail video, like part 2. Well, you haven't even seen part 1 as I'm filming this. See what a mess this is today. Oh my God. Are you thankful for, you know, my ridiculous ass in my videos? So, God, I'm thankful for you, but, you know, you're probably thinking, oh my God, you know, you're really thankful to, you know, for my scatterbrained ass, but whatever. So, but I have all these, you know, bags there, and then I have a bag over there that has the yarn that I still need to put away, that I took off the walls, and for the swatch video. And then there's some, like, on this table here, and the reason why I'm sort of like off to the side, like, I'm not even centered or whatever, I'm sort of like off, because this whole video is off, because, like, I have this table here, but it's cockeyed, and so, like, I have some yarn that needs to be put away that, you know, I took off for the swatch video, piled here on the end, and then I have my blankets and stuff, and they're here because I have them out because I can't get over there to the rack or whatever because of all the bags in the way for the thumbnails. To put these back on the rack, but I took these off to do the EG stitch tutorial video, and I wanted to show these in the video. So it's just like a total like mess in here. God, but it kind of fits in with this whole, you know, video and my whole channel practically. But anyway, so you know, the glow throw. That I was talking about this in a video, and how I've talked about, like, in certain light, it almost has this like optical illusion, like it's glowing, and because, like, from far away, it sort of the green kind of comes out, but then when you get it in a certain light, or like you get close to it, like the blue, that, because this is a doubled up yarn, the blue kind of gives it this illusion like it's glowing. I know it's not, it doesn't look like it's glowing, but, you know, it's sort of an optical illusion, and so I wanted to, and it's kind of hard to capture that on camera, and I mean, I know I have a crappy camera, but I've tried to capture it with, like, actual, like, digital cameras, and but it's just kind of hard to. But, like, there's nothing like seeing it in person. I mean, it's really a really cool, unique effect. I mean, I don't know if I can do it or not, but I don't know. But that's why I call it my glow throw. And so I thought maybe I could make a little swatch of that, like take the 2 yarns and make a little swatch, and then put that in the box so that you can get like a visual idea of what it looks like in person, and why I sort of call it my glow throw. Why I feel like it does have that optical illusion. So I made a little swatch of that with the same yarns, like a little glow throw swatch. So that's like one of the things that's going to be in the box, and I'm going to make some other things too, and you can kind of get an idea of like what it's going to be. It's not going to be that you're not going to be surprised that, oh my god, you've never talked about that you made this before. Like I'm going to include a bookmark, because I'm the whole how I made all kinds of bookmarks, and I'm gonna make some stuff to put in the boxes too. And then there's going to be like some really unique things in here, and it's just going to be like a really fun box to give away. And so so I have that list. Let me try to get back to what I was saying. So I have that list that I've been making of like my commenters and stuff. And so like that, I can start to build the list of like who to shout out in this video based on that list. But then I know that like I have subscribers that don't comment, that they're just like lurkers, and that's perfectly fine. And so, but then with that list, like the list of the subscribers that haven't commented, it's kind of hard. Like I've said in one of my videos that it's hard for me to know. Like I'm never gonna know exactly every single person that subscribes to my channel, because the only way I can see it on my end is if you or I mean, unless you tell me in the comments that, oh, I just subscribed. I won't see it unless your settings are set to public, so that the public can see who you subscribe to. And so I don't know. I'm never going to know every single one of my subscribers, and that's fine. But I hate that I can't shout you out in a video like this or whatever. And so, but on my end. Other than saying like your name or your like, even this is kind of annoying, but like in the comment, like where in my community tab where I reply to your comments, all I can see is your username, like the @ and then your username. But then if you pull up the subscriber list, it doesn't show @ so and so. Like my my username is @justegcom. Like it's meaning like my domain, because like my channel is supposed to be like about my website network and every one of my creative interests. So that's why my username is @justegcom, like justegcom. But my name that you can see there is crocheting with EG, and then like one of those lines, and then just EG. And so that's like the name, but like my username is @justegcom. So like in the community tab, that's what I see. I see your username. But then when you pull up the subscriber list, I was going through and I was thinking, okay, I don't recognize this person. But then when I clicked through, I thought, oh no, I recognize that person, from their @username or whatever. And so it's not synced up. And so in the subscriber list, the limited subscriber list that I could pull up, you just see like the name. You would see if I subscribed to myself, it would be like I would go through and I would see crocheting with EG. But like in the community tab, I would see myself as @justegcom. And so unless they're like similar, I don't know that you're the same person. And so but whatever. So I could pull up a list of like the public, the people that have their settings public that subscribe to my channel. But then, so there's that list too. But I don't know which ones of those are the ones that comment, because I know that there are some that haven't commented. So I wanted to include those in like the shout out video. But then also, it's just stupid. I don't understand this either. I was going through my email, and occasionally I'll get a notification, like an actual email to my email address saying, oh, so and so just subscribed to your channel. And sometimes those are people that are on the list. If you go into my channel and now pull up the list of subscribers, sometimes those names appear there, but sometimes they don't. And so I have the people that have commented, that list, and then I have the subscriber list, which is very limited because it's only people that have their settings public. And then I have this other list that some of the people are on that other list, but then there are also some people where I only know their name because I was sent an email from YouTube. But even that list is only 33 people, and so it's still not all the people. So like, You know what I'm saying? It's so overly complicated. I wish I could just, go to my channel and hit, subscribers, and then every single person's name is pulled up, and then I would have them all, and I could shout you all out. But, like, I don't know how to shout you out. And then I don't know if, and there are some names or usernames where I don't know where the breakdown is, or how to, like, say your username, or how to say your name. Now I'm thinking, I started to get self-conscious, like, what if I'm, like, going through your name, and then I mess it up, and like, I don't know. So it became so overcomplicated, and I didn't want to exclude anybody. And then I started to get even more self-conscious because I thought, okay, if I'm going to shout out all the subscribers too, not just the commenters, like, in the context of the giveaway, then I'm going to feel like I'm giving you this shout out, but then I'm not going to include you in the giveaway, because the way I thought I would go through the comments to pick out the person that gets the box, because that's the only way I can contact you. I'll have to, like, find one of your comments and reply and say, send me an email or whatever to my email address, and we can, work out where I send you the box, or like whatever. That's what I was going to do. But if I include the subscribers that haven't commented, then I don't know how to contact you if you haven't commented. But then, you know what I'm saying? This is just, like, so overly complicated. I just wanted to do, like, this video where I give everybody shout outs and stuff, and thank you for subscribing to my channel, and talk about sort of tease the giveaway and all that kind of stuff, and make this really fun video, and where you feel like I gave you a shout out and stuff, and now it's just like I made it way overcomplicated, or YouTube made it way overcomplicated, or something. It's so much more complicated than it needs to be. I wish it was easier to do, and I wish this video wasn't so all over the place or whatever. But that's what this video is going to be, and that's what the giveaway is going to be. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on just even though I know that there are people that subscribe that just haven't commented, that will probably deserve a shot at the box, but I wouldn't know how to contact you, and so I'm just going to focus on the people that have that not only subscribed but also commented. Of course, now I'm thinking, like, there could be people that comment, regularly, but just don't subscribe, and you know what I'm saying? I'm too in my head. I need to get out of my head. God, I'm gonna get lost in here like some freaking maze. But whatever. So, I don't know. So what I'm going to do, like, as far as the giveaway goes, is I'm going to take the list that I'm making of just the people that have commented, and then I'm going to, eventually pick the 2 people that get the boxes after I make all the stuff that I'm going to put in the boxes, and that's going to be in the future. I'm going to do a video where I show everything that I make and all that stuff. But, by the time that video comes out, I'll have already gotten the stuff together and sent it to the person and pick the winner and all that kind of stuff. But so that's the whole, like, giveaway thing. That's what I'm going to focus on there, and hopefully I'll figure out some way to include the subscribers that just don't comment, or just lurkers like I've been, and include them in some kind of giveaway in the future too. But I don't know. But that's the whole giveaway part of this video. But since this video is just, like, all over the place and stuff, what I thought I would do, and because I'm not going to be going through and like giving shout outs to every single person, because I don't really know where to start, or like who to include, or what name I should use, or like whatever. I'm sorry that this video isn't going to be that, but hopefully that I would give you all shout outs and stuff if I could figure out, like, how to do it. It's just, like, a total mess, but just know that I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you and stuff, and I try to say it all the time, but I wanted to say it again, that I just can't believe that my channel has reached this point. I mean, really, like, if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, God, I can't believe it did too, because, like, if you just came across my channel and clicked on this video and this is your first experience, you're probably thinking, oh my God, how the hell did you get 1,000? So you're probably thinking the same damn thing, but I have no idea, but I just can't believe that I reached 1,000 subscribers and all that stuff, and that this experience has just been nothing but amazing, and I'm really loving that my stitch tutorial is getting a lot of traction, and like, I'm still getting views. I can't believe it. I'm almost leery of, like, putting this out, because I'm gonna be putting this out tomorrow, and my stitch tutorial is still being pushed out there, and I got, like, I think 15 subscribers or something just from that video in like 2 days, and or no, wait, I had 1,049. God, this video. One thing that was really cool is I noticed whenever I was getting subscribers over the past few months, there were several times where I missed, like, the milestones that have the number 57 in it. Like, I wanted to, like, see the moment when it went to 570, or then it became like maybe I can catch it when it's like 957. because I wanted to see it like with like a 57 in it, you know. And I seriously doubt I'm gonna get up to, you know, 5,700 or, you know, 57,000. So I wanted to, like, you know, see the milestones that, you know, use the number 57 in it, and I got to see the moment where it became, I had 1,057 subscribers. And what is really cool is I reached that milestone because of the stitch tutorial. Oh, and another thing. Let me try to finish what I was saying. And so like that was like a really big deal to see that and reach that moment, and it's because of my stitch tutorial, which I was like really excited about. And you know how I've said the reason why I waited to do the stitch tutorial when I reached 1,000 subscribers is because if YouTube was going to make money off of my stitch tutorial, I wanted a little cut of that. God, now I don't have a pen. I should. I'm a writer. There were pens all over this house, and there's not one pen in here. For God's sake. But not that I need it, but I wanted to wait until I reached 1,000 subscribers, because I thought if YouTube's going to make any kind of money from my stitch tutorial, I wanted a cut of that, even if it's 11 cents. I sort of jokingly said that, even if it's just 11 cents. And the first day I got, what was it, I got $1.46 in ad revenue from that video, and yeah, most people think, oh, $1.46, that's not a lot of money, but to me, you know, a cheap deal find or whatever, $1.46, that's a lot of money. That's a whole, you know, skein of clearance yarn from Hobby Lobby, plus, you know, some more, a couple extra cents. So that was a big deal, and especially for, you know, I've always, you know, thought, well, even if it's just like 11 cents, but you know, that's like, you know, 13 times, you know, 11 cents or whatever. So to get even a little bit of money from my stitch tutorial, and for it to see the numbers continue to go up and stuff, and what was it, like I had 1,000. I don't even think I finished that thought. Now I just remembered the thought that I didn't finish. Before I posted the stitch tutorial, I think I had 1,049 subscribers or something. And then a few minutes ago I checked, and it's been like not even 2 days, and I'm up to 1,066. So that's how many subscribers I've gotten from that one video. So it's just like a really big deal. So I'm just so thankful and grateful to all of you for subscribing and liking my, you know, ridiculous videos and watching them and commenting and stuff, and the fact that, like, that video of all videos, my, you know, stitch tutorial that I finally got online and stuff, and I'm happy with, you know, it got me up to 1,057 subscribers. It was like this really cool, like, moment for me, me obsessed with that number, but whatever. And so, and I hope that you like this stitch tutorial. I know that there are parts that where I felt like, did I go too slowly, or did I was it a little too repetitive, or what? I was sort of like self-conscious about that, but I wanted to, you know, take my time and make sure that you understood the stitch, and so I know I like showed you how to do it way more times than you probably needed it, to see it. But like, that video shouldn't have been like over an hour long, but I wanted to make sure that I explained it properly or whatever, and so hopefully I did, and you enjoyed the tutorial, and you enjoy making things an EG stitch. But I just love that video is doing well, because I really wanted that video to do well, and for this stitch to be out there, and for all kinds of people to get the opportunity to make stuff in it and all that. But because I'm really proud of that stitch. But for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna, you know, talk about a couple of random things and stuff, and it has nothing to do with like what this video was supposed to be. But you know, at this point, like I've said, my train of thought is like so all over the place, like it has no tracks at this point. So, and my videos are, you know, starting to be that way too. I'm just like, you know, I come into it with like a plan. I'm going to talk about this, but then I start talking about like random stuff, or like I hear the chipmunk chirping outside, and I go off on a tangent talking about the chipmunk that, you know, is part of our family out there on our back porch that I put nuts out there for, or like I talk about some random thing, or you know, Wendy's did it, like, you know what I'm saying, or I got this, you know, this DVD or this Harry Potter poster, like my videos just are turning into more becoming more like my brain and my thought process, I guess, but whatever, they're becoming more reflective of that than anything. But anyway, so from this point on, I'm just going to talk about just a couple random things, and I'll finally end this video so you can get back to your dinner or whatever. One thing I'll, you know, tell you about is if you watch the video about my stitch, you know, I had all the swatches, and I said that I was going to do something special with all the little swatches. I'll give you a little preview of that. What I thought I would do is I would make like a little lap blanket with it, almost like those blankets, like you take the granny squares and you sew them all together. Like, take my swatches, and I figured out a grid where if I take the ones that I already made, the 57 swatches, and then I make some black ones to go in between, I'm gonna make like this really cool pattern with all the swatches, and which you can't even really see in this picture. I thought I could take the swatches, like those little little notch marks are like the ones, the 57 swatches, and then the blank spaces in between are the black. And so, which you can't even see, but like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take those and sew them all together with black ones in between, and make like this really cool, like you know, EG stitch swatch blanket or whatever. It's going to be a lap blanket. It's going to be about 36 inches by 48 inches. So it's going to be like one of those lap blankets. It's not going to be like a, you know, a huge comforter or anything. But that's what I'm going to do with those. That's going to be it for in the future, for a future video. I still need to make all the black ones to go in between them. But that's what the plan was for all those swatches, if you wondered what that was. But that's what that's going to be. Oh, and this is some random thing. When I was going to do the stitch tutorial, I was worried about my hands. They're getting kind of dry, but like I've said to some people, I'm glad that I have this YouTube channel, and because like I get those dry, cracked hands in the fall and the winter, and but it's made even worse from the fact that I have OCD and I wash my hands a lot, and so my hands do get really dry and cracked. And I go between like O'Keeffe's Working Hands and like that Gold Bond Healing lotion or whatever, and but like because I wash it off so much, I neglect my hands a lot, because I think like I just applied it like, you know, 10 minutes ago, but then I had to wash my hands again and I washed the lotion off. So sometimes it gets to the point where my hands, I just kind of neglect them and just think, well, they're gonna, you know, eventually heal up, and, you know, it'll get better. I'll just apply it whenever I can think about it. But one of the good things about having this YouTube channel and like being on camera all the time and doing videos and stuff is it's making me remember to use my lotion so that my hands don't get really bad. And so that's a really good positive thing to come out of this whole YouTube channel. It's keeping me, you know, focused on my hands to make sure that they, you know, don't look like crap in the videos. But when I was my hands were starting to get a little dry, and then I had that scab here on my hand where I said that I got up one morning and I scraped my hand on that damn textured ceiling upstairs, and I had this like big scab there on my hand, and I was worried about how my hands were going to look in the tutorial. And so I got these gloves. They're these like compression gloves from Walmart, and I was gonna like put these on. I may need these in the future if my hands get really bad. But I tried to crochet with them on, and actually I can crochet with these on. So if my hands ever do get really bad, you know, no matter how much lotion I use or whatever, I was about to say yarn. No matter how much yarn I use. No matter how much lotion I use, my hands just look like crap, and I have to do a tutorial of some kind or whatever. I may put these on for a tutorial, so that, you know. But I did get these compression gloves. These are kind of cool. But I just got those just in case my hands were bad. I think my hands look okay in the tutorial video. Oh, and then this is another completely random thing. But I was thinking about the word, you know, I've said that this is my laundry room, but it's turned into a yarn room. But the other day I was walking through Hobby Lobby, and they have all those wooden signs everywhere. Some of them are like really stupid. Like, who would buy that and put it in their house? But they have ones that just say like laundry on it. And I was thinking, I mean, they have like more creative ones, but there are literally signs that just say like laundry or like what. And so I thought, like, you know, who would put that in their house or whatever. And then I thought, because this used to be my laundry room, I was looking at the word laundry, and I thought, okay, there's a Y and an A and an R and an N in the word laundry. And I thought, like, I should make a sign for this room that, you know, where, you know, it looks like it used to say the word laundry, and then I took the letters from laundry and you know, pulled the Y and the A and the R and the N off, and like made it into yarn, because, you know, I've turned this laundry room into a yarn room. And then so I thought that'd be kind of cool, and like make these like lines that, you know, kind of come down like where the letters used to be, and where like where the word laundry used to be there, but then there's all these like lines pointing down, like bringing down the word yarn. But then I changed it to like the lines going up, because I thought, okay, after that, what's going to be left? Like the letters L, U, and D. And so I thought, like, it's going to be like this weird sign that, you know, has like yarn, and then there's going to be like L-U-D there. It just seemed kind of dumb in my head. And then I thought, like, what if I this is just like how overly creative and stupid my brain is sometimes. But I was thinking, what can I use with like those the letters L, U, and D? I thought, I have my logo here, which, like, you know, E and G, and so like, okay, I have L, U, and D, and then like, you know, what are the other letters I can pull from this room? And I have like the E and G, so there's L, U, and D, and there's E and G. And so I was thinking, like, what can I, like, my mom and I love Scrabble, and I'm really good at like anagrams and, like, you know, trying to figure out like what word I can use from these letters. And I thought deluge, like D-E-L-U-G-E, like I can almost make that word. And the word deluge just means, like, you know, a big quantity of things. So I thought like that's like the perfect word, but I need to find like an E, like because I have like all the letters to make deluge, but I don't have like an E. And so I thought there is that M that's up there on my niece's tower, you know, her initial that I put in the sequin bin or whatever. And I was thinking, if you like turn that to the left, like it almost looks like an E. And this whole idea sort of reminds me of how ridiculously creative my aunt was. Like I've talked about her in a video before, where she was kind of like, you know, floaty and sort of like in her head, and like sort of a free spirit, and because she was really creative, and she would write poetry about like, you know, fantasy things and fairy tales and princesses, and like she was sort of like in her own little world, and so like she was so in her own little world that like she actually named her house, and like she put it on her address labels and stuff. It used to be, it would like be her name, and then it would be like Les Chateaux. That was what she named her house, and then it would be like, you know, her address. And so like she literally named her house, and so it was, you know, her Les Chateaux. And so so this whole thing sort of reminds me of like something that she would do. She would appreciate this, but it makes me feel like I'm just like her in some ways, you know, as ridiculously creative as this is. But I was thinking like taking the word laundry and then like taking the letters off, and then making a sign that says like yarn deluge, and like sort of, you know, name this room Yarn Deluge. And it makes me feel so stupid, but I thought it'd be kind of funny thing. And so this is what that little thing looks like. And so there's like I thought with these lines, see, there's like yarn and then deluge, and then the E and the G are like my logo, and then over here, like the E is like the M, sort of like the bin up there. And so I thought like, how cool would that be to make like a sign just to like hang up in this room, and they say like yarn deluge, because that's what it is, like a big bunch of yarn. And so taken from the word laundry, I just thought that was kind of funny. And so but like the lines, I thought because they were kind of like curving around like this, I thought I can try to like make it this abstract skein of yarn there with the lines. And so like you know, take the lines with the arrows, and then sort of make it in the shape of like a skein of yarn, sort of like that in a way, with like the curved lines. And so have this like abstract skein of yarn there with those arrows coming off, or ends, have a whole bunch of ends like pointing to where the letters ended up. And so yarn deluge, God, it's so ridiculous. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. And then I guess to bring this video back to yarn and crochet and stuff, I'll give you a little preview of like some of the videos to come, because I literally have all that stuff like sitting out here to do thumbnails and stuff. Although I've already done thumbnails for some of the videos that are also coming before all of these. So, but of course there are going to be all kinds of yarn hauls and stuff, and there are going to be some of my variegated videos where I talk about like random things that I've found, some thrifty things, some, you know, crochet related, some yarn related, some of them aren't. But those videos are going to be coming, and then I'm going to try to do that tutorial of the Christmas bag, you know, based on the candy corn bag that I made for Halloween, and that'll be coming. And then but I am still finding yarn in Hobby Lobby. I mean, I literally just bought some the other day, and I'm filming this the day before Thanksgiving, so I found some last week. So I'm still finding clearance gains. They're still doing that in my store. They're still doing that thing where every week on their shipment day, they're pulling yarn off the shelves and clearancing it and stuff. It's just crazy how much yarn I found in there. I actually missed a cart. There was one week where I actually missed a cart. That was like devastating. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. I have plenty of yarn. But like for the whole fun aspect, I actually missed a whole cart of yarn. And so because I don't get up early in the morning or whatever, and if they wait until the next day to discount the yarn, it's like, well, I'm probably going to miss it, because, you know, if they discount it early the next morning, then, you know, there are going to be people, like the parking lot the past few weeks, just because of like Christmas coming and all that kind of stuff, it's just packed full of people, and of course there's people in and out all over the place. There have been times where I walked in there and there isn't one single cart anywhere like to push into the store, because that's how many people are in there. So there are going to be times where I miss the yarn if they wait until the next day, and they discount it like right when they get in the morning, and then there's going to be yarn sitting in there for, you know, hours. I mean, I'm at home, you know, asleep. So I'm going to be missing yarn. But so there was one week I actually missed. There was a week before that I missed, you know, most of it, but I did get a couple skeins. And then the following week I actually missed all of it. So that really sucked. And then that week when I missed a lot of it, it was like a lot of really good ones. Like the skein, like that red skein I've talked about. I've either talked about it in a video already, or it's going to be in an upcoming video. But there was a skein skein of red with like the metallic strand in it on the shelf at the store, and it was so messed up. I've been waiting for weeks for it to be discounted. It was in that cart and then I missed it, so that sucked. I knew it was going to be discounted eventually, but once it was, I didn't get it because somebody else did. But I can't get it all. But I actually missed a whole cart of yarn. So like, when I went into Hobby Lobby the other day and I saw all this yarn there, I grabbed it all. But actually, I found 55 skeins. It's crazy. And like that yarn haul is going to be after, you know, several other ones. Like how many bags do I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Not all of them are yarn, but like that's how many, like all the stuff for the thumbnails is in these bags. There's yarn in a lot of these, not just from Hobby Lobby. There's some, you know, like the yarn that I got at Ollie's and all that. And so not all of it's yarn, but like that's how many hauls and that's how many like videos are coming before you get into the 55 skeins. I did find a big bag of yarn at Goodwill, and that would be the last thing I'll show you here in a second. But I haven't filmed the video for it yet. But I found this big, like one of those comforter bags full of yarn. It's really nice yarns in there. Got like this. Oh, like there's so many nice yarns in here. This was $25, but there are so many nice yarns in here. Like you have no idea. I can't wait to do the video for this. But this is gonna be coming after, you know, all kinds of videos. So you'll get to see this in probably what, January. God, I'm so far ahead in filming that, you know, I can show you this bag of yarn here, but I can like with confidence say that you're probably not going to see the haul video for this until like maybe the end of January. I have no idea, because I have so many videos that have already been filmed, and then I have some that that I need to finish. There are pieces that, like the video for whatever's going to be hanging there, that's going to be coming, and I need to finish that video. And there's this really ridiculous, funny short that I'm going to do with it too. But there are like all these videos that I've already filmed, and I'm like that far ahead in filming that, you know, I'm filming this stuff now that's probably going to come out in like the end of January. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I'm glad that I'm far ahead in filming. But like, it's just weird how far ahead I am. And it's sort of like getting even worse because I took time off from those videos to do the 1,000 subscribers video, and then the stitch tutorial video, and then this one. You know, I'm like inserting this one on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to get even more far ahead or behind, you know, depending on how you look at it. But so that's like all the stuff that's coming in the future, all kinds of videos and my ridiculous all over the place videos and tangents galore and all kinds of, you know, fandoms. I'm literally looking at a Beatles poster over there that I've already talked about, and there's a Harry Potter one right behind it, and there's a Friends poster over there that's going to go in probably this video where I'm talking about this yarn, and then the one following that one is going to be the 55 skeins that I found at Hobby Lobby. It was insane. I walked in there, they were like, I thought it was the week after I had missed out on that cart, and I went in there. It was the day after I had seen the yarn in the cart, and so I because they didn't discount it that same day, I thought it's gonna be the same thing. I know that like I'm gonna walk in there today. I almost didn't get a cart. I know I'm going to walk in there and none of the yarn's going to be there. And I walked in and the remnants were just stuffed full. It was like all the... God, no, I didn't do that, but you feel like it sometimes. It's just so much fun. This whole experience, all the you know, grabbing the yarn and all the discount yarn and everything, and doing these videos and you know, interacting with all you people and stuff. And I'm so thankful and grateful, not just for you all, but like for this whole experience and how much fun and color and ridiculousness it's added to my life and stuff. So I'm just so grateful and thankful and stuff. And I hope if you celebrated Thanksgiving, or if you're celebrating, if you're watching this, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope that you enjoyed your meal and all that stuff, and you had fun with your family. And I hope I can, you know, keep you company for whenever you watch this video. You may not even watch it on Thanksgiving, but or you may not celebrate Thanksgiving. But I hope you enjoyed this video, whatever the hell this is going to look like after editing or whatever. God, I have no idea what this video is going to look like. God, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. If you watch this video of all videos, you probably already, you know, subscribed at this point. But whatever. I don't think I'm going to get any new subscribers from this, you know, all over the place mess of a video. But whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. And thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful.